Hi everyone. So week 2 of your English learning on instructions. I thought I'd come to a different room of my house to work in today. So welcome to my kitchen. It's very blue, as you can see. Okay, so what we're going to look at in this video is just a run through of the week's activities and some resources for the start of the week. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so you can see some of those resources. I've also attached them to the email in a Word document and PDF form, so you'll be able to get them up on your devices and use and look at throughout the week. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so week 2 of our instruction unit. By the end of this week, you will have written and edited your own instructions for an activity that you've been doing, and then I would love it if you can email those to your class teacher, or you can email them to me, and we would love to share those with the rest of the school via our Dunkirk website and maybe even on YouTube as well. Okay, so the timetable for the week. So you're going to have some different examples of instructions, okay, to help you generate lots of ideas of your own and think about what you could write about. Okay, so Monday, first day, is going to be reading all those different examples to help you think of your own ideas. That should lead you nicely into day 7, where you can plan your own instructions, thinking about what's going to go into each different section, what language features you're going to use, and all of that information. Day 8, you are going to be writing your instructions, so starting on the writing of them, finishing that on day 9. So you've got 2 days there where you're really getting stuck into doing that detailed instructional writing using all your fantastic word choices, sentence types, and of course your amazing imaginative ideas. And then day 10, as you know, we always need to check over our work, edit it, make sure we've got the full stops in the right place, that we've used capital letters correctly, that we've got all our commas after our adverbials, and so on and so on, so that it's really, really accurate and up to a year 5 and 6 level. Okay, and then you can send your final draft of your instructions to your teacher. Okay, so day 6, as I've said, you are going to read some different examples of instructions. So I've sent you 3 more examples of instructions. The first one is Miss Stray's Scrumptious Stew. Year 6, you should recognise this as you had this last year. It was a text that we looked at together, but I thought it would be a really good one for you to re-look at, as it is a bit familiar, and year 5, hopefully you'll enjoy reading that one too. Okay, so that's a cooking one. And you've also got How to Cook a Rainbow. So this one is using your imagination quite a lot. I really like texts where you use your imagination and you make up wild and inventive things. And this is an example of that. Okay, they're all actually examples of that. So remember, if you want to write something that is out of this world, made up, imaginary, that is absolutely fine. In fact, it's fantastic. Okay, so there's an example of that, How to Cook a Rainbow. And finally, I found a shared write that my English group did last year. So this is Nettle Soup with Popping Pollen, which again is an example of a really nice imaginative instruction text with loads of detail in it. Okay, so I want you on day 6 to read through those to help you generate some ideas. Okay, and then you can do a little bit of a mind map just to jot your ideas down. So I did that and I came up with, I might write instructions to make a special meal, to make a made up meal. So that might be something, like I said, crazy out of this world where I can really use my imagination. Bake a birthday cake, build an amazing den, create your own ball game, or paint a picture of a waterfall. Okay, since I saw a beautiful one of those last week, that's why that was in my head. So like I said, your instructions can be as realistic, real instructions that people could follow in their houses and do, or they might be really fantastical, imaginative, made up things. That's completely up to you. So by day 7, Tuesday, you should have ideas to put into a plan. So before you get into writing your instructions, you're going to plan out all your ideas. So I've given you a few tips and a bit of a structure to do that. So you can see you've got in your introduction, can you use rhetorical questions, subordinate clauses, give details about what the instructions are for. Okay, and if you look at the example text, you will see that they all do those 3 things. Your equipment list, using expanded noun phrases, expanding the nouns before and after, and using bullet points. And then the what to do section, you're going to use adverbial phrases, using a comma to separate it from the main clause, relative clauses, and then I've just said give lots of detail. People want to know exactly what to do in your instructions. Okay, so make sure you are writing in lots of detail. You might want to use some brackets, some dashes, semicolons to add that detail. Year 6, I know you are fantastic at using semicolons to go on and add more information. I know that you're fantastic at using brackets to add information in. And year 5, I know you're really good at those things too. So try and put those into your writing. Okay, and then the final thing in your instructions will be a final note. So this might be a note of warning or just something extra that the reader needs to remember. Okay, so day 7 is all about getting your ideas down, and then that will lead you into the next couple of days of writing your text. Okay, so I will just do a quick video on Wednesday morning again, just to check in with you and make sure you're all ready for writing your wonderful instruction text. Okay, have a good start to the week. Email if you have any questions or there's anything else that you need. But for now, goodbye.